Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Dean Mitchell. As you can see, we're still in COVID precautions here. And my patient Joe is masked up and I'm wearing my shield for safety. But I wanted to discuss today something really important. Joe came to me about 3 years ago suffering with a lot of environmental allergies. And he has kind of an interesting story. So I'm going to ask him a few questions and we're going to get his input. So Joe, you came to me about 3 years ago with a couple of things in mind. What was bothering you?
So my parents recently bought a golden retriever and they brought it home, and I was at the point where I had put my parents at odds and said, listen, I can't really be in the house when this golden retriever is in the house because I'm sneezing and coughing and my eyes are getting bloodshot and my allergies were just at an all-time high. So it put us in a tough situation at home, and I looked online, allergists, and I found Dr. Mitchell's office nearby my house in Rockville Center, and I came to see him. So.
Right, and so what we did with you, because again, I know a lot of the patients, they try antihistamines and over-the-counter medications, but they just don't get really significant relief. So we did with you the Sublingual Allergy Drops. How did you find them? Was it hard to do? Did you?
So for the most part, 4 drops under the tongue after brushing my teeth in the morning. It was the most painless and simplest act every day. It was just part of my routine, and I did it for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm kissing and loving my golden retriever that my parents bought. And he comes over my house now, and he stays over the weekends, and I have no reactions, and it's almost like a miracle. I'm not exaggerating when I say that.
Wow, so he's like part of the family now, the dog. That's a good
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
And one of the last thing I want to bring up, so I appreciate you sharing this because I think so many people who love pets, animals, cats and dogs, want to be able to be near them, want to be able to play with them. The other thing too is I don't want to say you like so much past tense, but you were an athlete, right? You were
Yes.
also a lacrosse player?
Yes. So
And what else did the drops help you with?
So I played basketball and football in the fall and winter, and I never had issues going outside. But in the springtime, I used to have terrible reactions. I played lacrosse freshman year of high school, and I actually had to stop playing after my freshman year because I would just be under my helmet, tearing and red eyes and coughing and sneezing. I'm talking like 20 sneezes consecutively to the point where like you just want to get inside and take a shower and just stay inside for the rest of the evening. So that was how I was. And I kind of dealt with it. I never thought of like looking for an allergist here and there. But when the dog came up, I said, I got to do something about this. And I came here, and I go out in the spring now. There's no problems at all. I go about my business, and I don't have to, stay inside. So.
What a great story. And just so people know too, what's so nice about the Sublingual Allergy Drops is that we're able to mix the allergens. I know when people go for shots, they got to get separate shots. We're able to mix it all into the same bottle. And so while we were taking care of Joe's dog and cat allergies, we also were taking care of his tree pollen and also his grass pollen. So I was a little bit late. He might have turned professional, but he's doing a lot of good stuff in real estate. And the last thing I just wanted to talk about was that what's really interesting too is we took a little bit of blood from Joe now after 3 years of therapy, and we're able to measure what's called his blocking antibodies to show that he's got this protection that we know that he can finish therapy. So please, again, check locally with your doctors. I really believe that the Sublingual Drops is not only the wave of the future, but it's for right now to help people who suffer with allergies.